And it's our pleasure to bring in Kansas Senator Roger Marshall to National Report. He also serves on the Budget Committee, the Finance Committee, and the GOP Doctors Caucus. Great to see you this morning, Senator. We have to start with Operation Midnight Hammer. Your initial thoughts upon hearing of this mission and what was accomplished?
Yeah, well, a big congratulations to the United States Air Force. They did their job. This has to be intimidating to all our enemies across the world. Look, the world is a safer place today than it was 2 weeks ago. Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. We're still waiting to see what the final fallout of this, but certainly we set them back by years, if not by decades. So big congratulations for President Trump. This is what peace through strength looks like, a single precision strike to make America safer.
Yeah, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio appeared on Face the Nation on Sunday morning as many made the rounds from the administration on this hours after the attacks were carried out. Wanted to play a portion of his comments about what potentially lies ahead for the U.S. and for Iran. Here's that.
We'll impose costs on Iran if they attack American personnel, whether they do it directly or whether they do it through some of these proxies that they try to hide behind, and that includes the Houthis. Yeah. So another proxy of theirs. So, but let's hope they don't choose that route. Let's all hope that they actually decide, okay, let's go negotiate, because we want a diplomatic and peaceful solution.
And again, you're hearing from the Secretary of State on that, and there is this talk of a potential threat from Iran retaliating. Where is your concern on that in terms of the level of concern you have?
Well, look, I'm very concerned. Thanks to Joe Biden, we know that 540 Iranians were encountered at our border during his 4 years. He let half of them come into the country. Over 2 million known gotaways under Joe Biden came in this country. So theoretically, there's 50,000 or more terrorists in this country. That would be the big threat, I think, to most of us. I think our military bases, installations in the Middle East are certainly on double alert as well. But I'm very concerned about the homeland. I know that Kristi Noem, all those folks are out there working really hard to keep us safe, though.
Overall, looking at this strike, what message does it send to our adversaries worldwide and everyone else watching?
Well, I think number one is if President Trump draws a red line, he means it. He gave them the 60-day warning on day 61. Israel struck. He said, look, we're going to do something, and they refused to negotiate. So I think he drew the red line, and he said, this is American power. So we're projecting power. But again, I want to emphasize this is peace through strength. We don't want boots on the ground. We don't want to be the world's military, the world policeman, anything like that. This was a single isolated strike to keep Americans safe, that there was indeed an imminent threat. Look, they had 60% enriched uranium. There is not a nuclear power plant in America that has above 5 or 6% enrichment. So they indeed were a threat to America as well as the entire world.
I have you here really quickly, and I know we're here to talk about Operation Midnight Hammer, but while I do have you here, I want to bring up the big, beautiful bill just really quickly if I can. Obviously, the target date for that to be pushed through is July 4th. Aside from your confidence level of getting that done, there seems to be somewhat of an issue with the Senate parliamentarian in terms of something specific within the bill, EVs, charging stations. Do you see issues lying ahead with the Senate parliamentarian, and what is your confidence level in terms of getting this done by July 4th?
Well, look, Congress now, we're on Trump time. That means that we have deadlines. The president has an agenda. He was elected to make America safe again, to get the economy up and going. We don't have any choice. So I'm still very confident that we'll get our work done in the Senate this week sometime. We'll hand it over to the House. Hopefully we'll get it to the president's text by July the 4th. It seems impossible, but with Trump, all things are possible. So full speed ahead.
All right, Senator Roger Marshall, great to have you with us this morning. Thank you.